What's up, friends? This is Manni, and did you know that you can do this? Putting the stake on the offline weapons on the T-Falcon and still gain the 50,000 HP shield? That is insane. I've read a comment telling me about it. Hey, Manni, try it out. And I was like, you think it's gonna work? I tried it here with a T-Falcon skill, as you can see here, active. And, well, so much ahead. It frickin' works. Look at this. We have 50,000 Aegis shield capacity running passively the entire time. So we may not be able to actually use these stake weapons, because you see the ability is disabled due to the traditionalist skill. But now we gain both bonuses. We gain the bonus from the weapons and the traditionalist bonus, and that is such a ridiculously awesome thing that, yeah, so... something that I thought, okay, that is a good opportunity for me to start making some video content with this. And although we're getting a bit of a problem here with powerful sonic brawler weapons that prevent our healing, especially since it's a Scorpion and a Ravana, both of them fully sonic, but I can still brawl at least the Ravana out of the way, because, you know, the resistance and HP now paired on that Falcon is insane. So you need at least 3 players to deal with this Falcon. If you only bring 2 players, chances are you're never gonna kill him unless you have heavy resistance breaking effects, rust effect, or stuff that breaks your healing. And also, of course, Crisis Reaper, for example, can get the job done. But even the Reapers need to hit you a few times in order to kill you, so it's not a one-hit kill. Another thing I see quite often is when people see the Aegis shield here, and they activate Shield Breaker when they have it. Only to then see that, okay, cool, now they pass through the Aegis shield, but they have the massive resistance of the Falcon, and that massive HP pool still in front of them, and it's like, okay, well, Shield Breaker or not, we're not gonna deal damage to this guy. It's awesome. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this content and the fact that it's once again a longer compilation, then subscribe to that channel if you haven't done that yet. And activate the notification bell, would be awesome. Let's see what giveaway also we can come up with next, because, you know, the 200 Dagon are now given away, and I think we may be free for another giveaway sometime soon. So stay tuned on that as well. Alright, so that was situation number 1. Let's hop into the next one. I have the Seeker drone also now put onto the Falcon, because I realized that I have a lot of Lynx robots to deal with, like this guy, for example. And this is quite annoying when they all have stealth and I have nothing to combat that. So I thought maybe running the Seeker drone will give me more benefits than running the Kestrel drone. Because, yeah, Kestrel will give me more health and more survivability over time, but am I really gonna make this many kills with only a single weapon? Probably not. And so maybe the Seeker is gonna outperform that. But it is an interesting question to raise, whether or not the Kestrel is still an awesome option even for the T-Falcon, right? Because that gray HP you restore with your lots of normal, regular health, you know, and the more health you have, the more gray HP you restore. And basically that, paired with the resistance, gives you a massive survivability boost for every time you can use the Kestrel drone in that regard. But very often I find myself not actually getting the kills. Like, I do a lot of damage, I score a lot of, you know, important damage, but when it comes to getting the kill, I just don't bring the firepower to the table that the other setups have that are running 4 weapons or so, you know? And so, yeah, this time it's the Seeker drone. And having that quantum radar built into our robot really helps, especially with all those Lynx that are running around, the Orochis I still see a bunch, and yeah, also regular robots often having the beak drone or something like this that stealths them when they get hit or whatever, you know. And so, something I don't have to worry about. And this guy here, he should have really made use of his side shields. It's crazy. I see Revenants not very often nowadays. And whenever I see a Revenant now, it's most of the time one of those players who doesn't use the robots to its maximum ability. Those side shields are really important. While you're reloading, there's no reason why you shouldn't hold your shield sideways and block damage. Especially since the damage from Brisant, which we're running here as a medium weapon slot, or a heavy weapon slot in the middle slot, you could block all that damage, right? and it deals a lot of damage. Now, usually what happens is as soon as the Titans arrive on the battlefield, the Falcon gameplay is over. Because the Titans simply bypass the resistance, and the Falcon doesn't have any ability to block the damage from Titan weapons. So they just go right through and basically ruin it. But speaking about this, I've heard that the Fenrir will actually get a new legendary pilot sometime soon that will provide him with resistance that cannot be mitigated. Similar to maybe what the legendary pilot for the Skyros does, right? The Skyros ball, you can't even break it with Titan weapons. You can, however, break the Skyros resistance with the Reapers. So yeah, I don't know. I just heard about a pilot coming up for the Fenrir that will make his resistance unmitigatable, and that will make the Fenrir maybe an interesting choice in some situations. It depends whether or not, because right now Bernadette Wolf is kind of a have-to for the Fenrir. How will the Fenrir work without Bernadette Wolf when when you have your energy shield back and yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, but that's why I'm holding off of the on the top 3, top 5 tanks ranking, because I want to wait out that pilot and see how good it is. If the Falcon here would have unmitigatable resistance, imagine how insane that would be. The only things you could deal damage to it with would be Explo Bomb Effect and Corrosion. And yeah, that would be crazy. But, nowadays, damage output on weapons have gone up so immensely high that even a T-Falcon in its full resistance can still be killed in a relatively quick time. For example, when I meet these many Okokochis running a new weapon and Tamer, first off, these stupid weapons have an effect that prevents your healing. Like, what's up with that, Pixonic? Really? Can you please scratch that nonsense really fast? And the second thing is that the damage output these weapons bring is so high, they basically can do 3 million damage in 30 seconds. So they can basically kill a T-Falcon in his full resistance just by bringing enough damage output to the table. And that paired on an Okokochi that you can barely even kill yourself, it's crazy, right? I've seen plenty of hangars already with 5 Okokochis and 5 times Tamer and I just said it. Tamer and the other thing. And that's crazy. It's just insane. What are you going to do against a hangar like this? It's stupid. There's no point to even fighting that. The question is, why is Pixonic not considering, or I wonder, no, the question that I would like to know is, has Pixonic ever considered only allowing 1 robot per hangar, right? As the same robot can only run 1 time per hangar, And then perhaps a special edition of that robot can be a second one or so, but that would be an interesting thing to consider, right? To think about. Here we are in a one-on-one against an Okokochi, and I'm just going to stay out of his weapons and out of his way while he's running his resistance and his ability, but after that I can actually brawl him out. He did not run the Tamer weapon category, those new Rust weapons, right? So he wouldn't bring so much damage output, and I was able to fight him off and win the fight. If he had those new weapons, probably he would have done too much damage, and I probably could have not won that fight. Hard to say, but most of the time I win games now when I meet them. Trying to follow this guy. Where is he going? Come on, man, dude. And I just hate when the shots don't count. I hit them clearly with my shot, but he walks around the corner, and the game already says, nah, he's around the corner, you can't hit him anymore. Even though I visually see my shot connecting with them, but it doesn't matter. They walk around the corner slightly ahead of you, and that shot doesn't count anymore. It's a bit of a, I wouldn't call it a desync problem. It's more like how the game calculates what's going on your screen when you play versus what's going on the screen that the enemy has in front of them. Because you're not seeing the same things, not just perspective-wise, but also like location-wise. On your screen, you're already around the corner and 3 steps further. On his screen, you're just barely moving around the corner in that moment. And that is something you need to know, that if you're wondering, why couldn't I hit this guy I still saw him before he went around the corner. On his screen, he was already 3 meters further. And the game also has to take that into account as well. And so it finds some kind of middle way where if he just moves around the corner, you're not going to hit him anymore. Even though it looks like you are. Just an interesting fact here for you guys, for those who, might be wondering about those things too. Now, we're here on a very open sniper map on Springfield, and I think it's a good idea to walk right into the open. Why do I think I can do this? That's right, because I'm a T-Falcon, son. And a T-Falcon can do whatever he wants, alright? For now, that is running into the open versus 3 Lynx robots and 1 Kepri. I literally have a 4-on-1 going on right now. Although, I mean, I'm getting fire backup from my base, but they're all 4 on me. 3 Lynx and 1 Kepri. And I'm fine. My health is wonderful. I can just tank this forever, man. This is good. And the cool thing is, I purposely didn't go onto the beacon, so that if they want to fight me, they have to stay exposed to my buddies from behind, you know? So, while I am not technically doing all the killing, the fact that I'm here and bringing them all out of cover to fight me still gets them killed, because my team is like from the sidelines and shooting them down. It's super cool. And look at this guy. I mean, how long have they been firing at me? And I'm still at half HP. The T-Falcon is really one of those robots that you just don't want to freaking fight it, man. You're just not interested. Please go somewhere else and do something else, okay? Leave me alone. And even if I run after them, sometimes you see them turn around and walk away. They're like, nah, not dealing with that nonsense, man. Get the hell out of here. It's really funny. The T-Falcon is a thing that you can love or hate. But to me, what I hate even more is the freaking Skyros balls, dude. Standing or sitting on a beacon with a Skyros ball, and these Skyros players have this tendency of never freaking leaving their ball mode. Even if I try to bait them, even if I don't know that you're behind me. Oh, look, what's that over there? And I was like, I'm eyeballing all the time. Is he freaking dropping that stupid? No, he's still in his ball. I don't know why. Maybe they anticipate that I'm just trying to bait them, but they just stay in their freaking ball, and it drives me nuts because I can do nothing about them. They're completely and 100% utterly immune to anything I do. So it's like, all right, we can stand here now and we can just throw, softballs at each other for the next 10 years. Or maybe you go and get this beacon, I stay on this beacon, and we're just gonna stay out of each other's way. How about that? This is like what it often comes to, but the freaking Skyros players, they're like so content with their plans. They're never changing their plans. They're like, no, this is my beacon. Screw you. And then you walk away like, fine, I take the other one. And you know who's there? Yes, he's there. That's right, he's there too. He rolled after you. Freaking Skyros. Alright, so here we have another Ohokochi. And I hope you understand and feel that I'm saying Ohokochi better now that you told me about it. And he does the old Ohokochi move. The let me show you how much more money I invested compared to you move. The I am such a pay-to-win boy, I can shoot you through the map. But you know what? I'm just gonna come back and say, hey bro, how about a T-Falcon in your face? Woohoo! Oh, coach, my ass. There we go. I said it. Now I know I'm going to get a little bit of criticism for being a little vulgar. Vulgar is what we would say in German. A little, saying a few not so clean words, but I feel like the word ass is not the worst one. I get a feeling that if you're roaming around on YouTube, you're going to hear normally way more crazy things than that. Alright, so that was Titan spawned in, and that means I'm dead, of course. It's just what happens. T-Falcon dead when Titans spawn in. So if you're having a T-Falcon, guys, play it at the beginning of your match. Because if you wait 2 minutes, Titans are there and your gameplay is not going to work anymore. Similar thing would go with the Fener. However, if he does have that new pilot, that it somehow works really well. And then maybe you could run the T-Falcon also as a tank. Maybe this is why tanks are just not very popular right now. Is that the Titans are spawning in so early. Sometimes even a minute into the battle, you already have the first Titan there. And what are you going to do with a tank when they fully bypass your resistance? Like, so basically, and maybe Pixonic has also realized that now, planning to bring Titans unmitigatable resistance, is that tanks don't work in a game where there are Titans, because they simply bypass all that resistance. So yeah, maybe Pixonic has to really go this way and say, alright, Titans now get unmitigatable resistance. Sorry, tanks, not Titans, tanks. Here I'm in the typical Manni spot, 4 guys on me, and 2 of them are running the X-Bow weapons. Just my luck. But yeah, I get 2 of them out of the way still, and then I die. Anyway, so what do you think about the T-Falcon and the fact that Stake actually runs on it and provides you with a shield? I did not know that. I'm honest with you, I had no idea until the guy says that in the comments. I was like, what? Really? Yeah, it works. It's crazy. Obviously, this is the one thing you need to have on the side on your T-Falcon. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Catch you in the next one. Manni signing off. Bye-bye, my friends.